Hello, my name is Leo Slater, and I'll be representing Troupe 821 with my presentation on my stage management from the show Snow White, the Queen's Fair Daughter by Max Bush. This is the first show that I've stage managed. Usually stage managers have responsibilities like lighting and sound design and calling the show, but our PAC only has 6 working lights and our sound system just doesn't work. So it makes more sense for us, for my director, to take care of those responsibilities. So on the first day of auditions, we got this rehearsal calendar, which shows off every single practice that we had, as well as what time they ended, and every show that we had and what time those shows started. Then I have some rehearsal reports. I have my general notes, which were usually notes about my actors and their characterization. And then I have general notes, which were usually about how my actors interacted with the set and each other. And then I have prop and costume notes, which were usually about props and costumes that I still needed. And then I have the script, which I have a mock-up of my stage and the location of every prop, as well as when it comes on and off stage, and then I have the location of each of my actors, as well as when and where they come on and off stage. See here. And then I have notes on line adjustments. So at the end of the show, my director had decided that the end was too mature for the audience that we were expecting. So I have notes about the adjustments that we made. And then I have my costume changes. I have a list of all of the costumes that my cast starts in. And then Snow White, the Queen, and Prince Roland all have costume changes. So I have a list of what they're changing into, what pages they change, and some general context about what the change is and why they're changing. And then I have a prop list. My prop list was color-coded as to what we needed and what we didn't. And then I have some of them are crossed out in red. That's stuff that we either chose to eliminate for practicality or figured it was better referenced instead of pictured, like the fake blood that it calls for, or like bloody wounds. We figured just discussing the injuries was more appropriate for our younger audience than full bloody gore on our stage. And then I have my set directions. This is just each member of my stagehands and my cast that helped move something is listed, and it says when and what they're moving. And then I have the choreography for my sword fights. I figured that doodling it like this was better for our club, as we've never tackled dynamic sword fights like the ones featured in this show. So I figured it would be a lot easier for my actors to visually look at it instead of being directed and being told this is exactly what you're doing and how you're doing it. Being given these drawings, I think, helped them take it and make it their own. And then some of the biggest struggles that we had with this show was staying with the concepts in our costuming. Because of budgeting purposes, it was a little difficult to stay in the time frame that we were working towards with our costuming. And then my biggest challenges were I had some actors drop out right before the show, so I had to recast some dwarves, and the guard, I had to have my sister play the guard. She had to learn her lines in 12 hours. And then I had some issues because I didn't have all of my set pieces until a day and a half before the show, so I had to configure the scene change assignment with a day and a half before the show. So everyone had to learn all of that in one practice. So that made some things really difficult. But I had a lot of fun with the show, and I think that I did really well. Thank you.